name is Miss Amy, and I'm going to be reading to you this afternoon. Okay, so we're going to read Brown Bear by Eric Carle. I'm sure many of you read this when you were in school with us, and we can't wait to see you back here so we can read it together again. All right, Brown Bear, Brown Bear. Brown Bear, what do you see? I see a red bird looking at me. Red bird, what do you see? I see a yellow duck looking at me. Yellow duck, what do you see? What do you guys think she sees? Anyone know? A blue horse, very good. I see a blue horse looking at me. Blue horse, what do you see? I see a green frog looking at me. Green frog, what do you see? I see a purple cat looking at me. Have you ever seen a purple cat? I haven't. Purple cat, what do you see? I see a white dog looking at me. White dog, what do you see? I see a black sheep looking at me. Black sheep, what do you see? I see a goldfish looking at me. Goldfish, what do you see? Does anyone remember from the story? I see a teacher looking at me. Teacher, what do you see? I see children. She sees all of you. Children, what do you see? We see a brown bear, a red bird, a yellow duck, a blue horse, a green frog, a purple cat, a white dog, a black sheep, a goldfish, and a teacher looking at us. That is what we see. Okay, now that we finished our story of Brown Bear by Eric Carle, we're going to do an art activity relating to the story. Hi, boys and girls. So we are going to do our art activity now based off our book that we just read, Brown Bear, what do you see? And we're actually going to make a blue horse today using our hands. So the supplies that you will need is first a white piece of paper. If you don't have white at home, you could use any color you want. Okay, the second thing we're going to need is blue paint. If you have blue paint at home. If you don't have blue paint, you can also use a blue marker or even a blue crayon. Another thing you're going to need is a paintbrush for your paint. You're going to need black yarn or a black marker, either or. And you're going to need googly eyes. 2 little googly eyes for his eyes. You're going to need a glue stick and a pair of scissors. Okay, so let's get started. So if you remember what the horse looked like, he was the color blue. Very good. So you're going to take your hand, dip it in your paint. And like I said, if you don't have blue paint at home, you can use the blue marker by just tracing your hand onto the paper and then coloring it in. I'm going to do the blue paint today since I have it. Okay, one thing you should do though is roll your sleeves up. Okay, and we're going to paint our hand. Make sure you get every little finger, and it is going to be very, very ticklish as you're painting your hands. Okay, so you're going to paint all 5 fingers and the palm. Don't forget the lines we have. and your thumb. Thumb is important because that's going to be the horse's head. Okay. All right, are we ready? Everyone have their hand painted? Okay. Here we go. Put your paintbrush back in your hand. And now what we're going to do is take our blue hand and write flat down on your paper. And leave it there. You can use your other hand to press down your fingers and the back part of your palm. Give it a little bit of pressure, a little bit of a push there, just so all the paint gets on the paper, especially your thumb where your head's going. Okay. And then with your other hand, you're going to hold your paper and slowly lift up. So your hand is still blue, so your paper should look like this. Now the center of my hand didn't come off too well, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my blue paint from my brush, and I'm going to just paint the inside of the palm. That's all. Okay. There we go. And then I'll show you guys what it looks like. Okay. So now I'm going to wipe my hands. So make sure you guys can wash your hands at home. Okay, lots of soap and water and count for 20 seconds, of course. So I'm going to wipe my hand. Okay, so your handprint looks like this. Actually, yours will be a lot smaller than mine. So what you're going to do now is we want to turn that upside down. Okay, so he's going to be in front of you on your table just like this. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to get your black marker or crayon if you have a black crayon, and right on top of your thumb, you're going to put two little triangles. 1 and 2. Okay, did everyone see? Two little triangles. Does anyone know what those are? Those are his ears. Very good. Okay. Now what we're going to do with your black marker, where the bottom of your fingers are, you're going to just put a line right under every finger, because these are his bottom of his feet. Okay. Now for his eyes, you can either wait for your paint to dry and put 2 black dots, or you can use your googly eyes with your glue. If you have glue at home, use your glue. If not, you can use a glue stick. They both will do the same thing. And you're going to put some glue on your eyes. And you're going to put your eyes right on your thumb. Okay, and 1 and 2. Because how many eyes does a horse have? 2. Okay, so 1 and 2. Now if you're using the googly eyes, you got to give them a little bit of pressure because the glue won't hold. All right, so here's our googly eyes. Okay, so we have his ears done, we have his eyes done, and we have his feet. Now we're going to work on his hair. So with black yarn, you're going to cut it into little pieces like this. You could either have long hair or short hair. Usually the horse's hair up by his head is a little bit shorter than his tail, obviously. So we're going to use our glue stick, and we're going to brush all kinds of this glue all over the yarn. Okay? And then we're going to put it on the long part of our thumb. And I'm going to show you 1 second what that looks like as soon as I get mine. Okay. Now yarn can be very, very sticky when it has glue on it. So it could stick to your fingers a lot too. So you might want to just give it a good pressure down on that paper, because it's going to get stuck to your finger like this. All right. So we have his hair, and now we're going to work on his tail. So his tail is going to be all the way back here. And do horses have short tails or long? Usually long. So we're going to have all the yarn we have, this long pieces here, and we're going to glue them on the back part of our horse. Okay, so use your glue stick or your glue that you have at home. If your yarn is too long, you can always just trim it. Okay. And stick your yarn right on the back of the horse. All right. Remember what I said, when yarn has glue on it, it can be very, very sticky. And you can make your tail as long as you want or as short as you want. There's no rule of how long hair could be on a horse. Okay, it's up to you. Okay, it looks like my horse is done. I'm sure yours is done as well. You can always add other things on it if you like, but I'm gonna hold up what the finished product looks like. So there's our horse with his tail, his body, his legs, his face. One thing I wanna add though, I forgot his mouth. I should put a little mouth on him. So take your black marker and right below your thumb on your picture here, you're gonna put a little line. Because he needs a mouth, we're gonna make him smile. Here we go, okay? So this is what our finished product looks like from our story, Brown Bear, what do you see? This is our blue horse from our story, okay? I thank you boys and girls so much for doing this art activity with me, and I hope that you hang it up in your house, and I can't wait to see you again. Bye.